Hi guys and girls, welcome to your face reading channel. This is Nitesh and a recent happening has happened because I follow cricket so much and Virat Kohli is one of the wonderful figures of the international cricket and he has retired just recently, I think day before yesterday or yesterday. So what we are going to do through this face reading video is we are going to tap into his mind, tap into his inner tendencies to see what could have propelled him, what is his inner blueprint that could have propelled him to take a retirement decision, which has happened out of a sudden, which is one of the what I say one of the surprises for us as cricket fans. But because we are into this face reading channel and I share the face reading thoughts with you, we are going to tap onto his inner mindset. And as you could see on your screen, I have taken 4 pictures of Virat Kohli, and the credits for these pictures are going to be there in the description for sure. So kudos to them and kudos to Virat Kohli. I cannot ask him right away, but to the heavenly self, wherever Virat Kohli we seek his permission and try to get into his mindset just for the educational purpose to understand face reading a little more. So once you see, so one part is that through the Shen, that is the light of the eye, you tap into a person's current emotional state and you also get into their regular mindset as to what and how they operate. And because eyes they say are windows to the soul. In face reading, eyes relate to the aspect of fire element, the light of the eye, and once you see the light of the eye, you tap into person's emotion because eyes are connected to the fire system, and fire is connected to the heart system, which is responsible for emotions that you go through. Why I was saying all this is because when you look at this particular image of him and when you focus on only the eyes, the light of the eyes, there are these watery substances or watery feeling that you get when you see his eyes. It intuitively indicates how much emotional a person he is. On the field, we see once he's playing, he's so fiery, he's so energetic, he's so on the face, he is somebody who wears heart on his sleeve. We see all those correspondence, and that is something which we could see when we see his face and observe, just focus on the Aishan, and you could feel the feelings oriented person that he can be and that he is from inside. On all the pictures that you see, there is that intensity, that woody fiery self that you could see, which makes him very intense. Of course, his strong set of thick eyebrows are something that instills in him a strong intensity. So people carrying these strong thick eyebrows, they have a strong wood energy, and by wood energy I mean you can imagine a seed that comes out of the ground and becomes a tree. So they have a plan to become a tree. They are this amazing force of breaking through the ground and establishing their presence in the world because they are filled with so much energy. And that is what wood energy represents. It indicates the energy of a child, it indicates the energy of a seed breaking through the ground to become a tree, it indicates the energy of a fighter, which he was or which he is, of course, in the other format that he plays. But the core deep down thing is that he is a very emotionally or feeling centric man. So if that feelings is kind of nurtured well into a particular direction, you get a person who is fiery, who is focused, and who is somebody who can accomplish goals that he wants to accomplish. Having said that, because he is emotional by the very inner design of himself, it so indicates that when it comes to decision making, there could be those aspects that could be displayed. That is the suddenness aspect. That is the aspect where he feels he's losing control. So if you observe, his chin area is angular, right? And even his eyebrows are kind of angling down from vertical up uh, to a little down. So when that happens, when the angle chin, you can observe angle chin as well. So whenever your face reflects the aspect of angular features on the face more, it so indicates that you want to be in charge, you want to be in control of situation. And it could have so happened while he was making his retirement call, he might not have felt a lot of control, a lot of freedom, a lot of trust around. Whenever would people goes through aspects of insecurity, uh, that is when either they can challenge that particular situation there because they are born fighters, or they can step themselves away because at times they can be emotional, and that emotions may run a little high when they are hurt from within. So in this particular case, that scenario might have stepped in where emotional part has had been, or I feel has had played a little more role than the aspect of the expertise in cricket in general. When I see his face, because he's emotionally driven man, and when a person who is so emotionally driven, when they feel that there is this lack of control or lack of what I say, not not being given proper respect, or I would say a trust shown in them for what they can bring into the team, then is when I think things with respect to suddenness of decision making do play its part, right? So that is something which you could observe from his face, and I'm restricting myself to this particular aspect only within this video. Although, because it is not only in his hands to make the decision. Yes, decision is in his hands, but then there are certain other people who play their role. And here, Gautam Gambhir, who is the current Indian cricket team coach, also has his say, or also may have his influence, because he is also a strong wood element person, as you could see from a very thick eyebrows that he possesses. So once a person has strong wood, you can gauge it through the strong thick eyebrows, the prominent well-defined jaws, the brow bone that is lifted. Although the jaws are not that well-defined for Gautam Gambhir, but the thick eyebrows definitely add the wood energy of a fighter within him. So when these people are there in charge, wood people naturally can be born leaders. Doesn't necessarily mean they may be the most admired leader, but they are meant to be the force to reckon with. And when people like Virat has strong wood, Gautam Gambhir has strong wood, when it could so happen that two people are being in charge and their energy are not in sync. I'm not saying that their energies are not in sync. I'm just saying that it can happen that when energies of two wood people are not in sync, and when that cushion aspect is lagged a little, one may feel a sense of opposition or a resistance from the other party. So Ajit Agarkar is the chief selector here. His ear angles are pretty away from the head, and that indicates that when your ear angle is quite outward from your head angle, it can represent that you may be a non-conformist, a person who has his own ways of doing things. And during his selection, you would have observed that he has taken quite a lot of hard calls that are necessary for the team. And so, as Virat is near to 36 years of age, which is considered an age where people may retire from the international cricket, so his influence with respect to giving him goals, and maybe giving him proper timelines as to what he's expecting out of Virat Kohli might have played a role. But then major influences, of course, from Virat himself, where he may have felt a little loss of control, a little loss of not being given very much importance to, is what could have propelled him to take decision like retiring, especially when he's super fit right now. He is a role model for youngsters and for everybody like us who wants to be better in their fields, taking the examples from the very great man himself. So he's the role model for so many of us. But then, yes, as we all have our inner design, as we all have our inner blueprints, it could also indicate the tendencies and predispositions that we are born with, and how we can react in different sets of scenarios. So I hope this video was helpful in giving a sneak peek into the Virat Kohli's mind, into the Virat Kohli's inner tendencies and how he likes to operate. I'm restricting myself only to this particular part within this particular video. Maybe in some other video, I'll try making a detailed video developing or discussing the complete face reading insights. But as of now, this is pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful to all the cricket lovers. If you feel it was, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends whom you feel it can help. This is Nitesh signing off. Bye for now.